Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the BMW X5. Now we've not taken a look at the X5 for quite a while really, and I don't know why, because I think it could well be one of the very best cars that BMW makes. And the question that we're going to talk about today is this particular car is a 30D. It is the diesel engine, so right here, right now, does the diesel engine still make sense? So we're going to grab the camera, we're just going to have a little bit of a walk and talk, remind ourselves about the X5 and talk about what sits under the bonnet of this car. So let's talk BMW X5 and this particular car. It is the X530d, as I've mentioned, so with the 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel engine up front, producing around 300 horsepower. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 6.1 seconds, but that isn't the most important thing. These cars are incredibly efficient on fuel, and you're going to be looking at getting around 700 miles out of a full tank. So here and now in 2025, does a diesel make sense? Well, I think it still very, very much does, especially if you're doing huge mileage. Of course, there are a fabulous range of BMW fully electric vehicles and hybrids. The X5 actually also comes in a 50e, a fully hybrid version with a 6-cylinder petrol and of course the electric power as well. However, I think for long distance journeys, and if you're doing a lot of mileage, the X5 diesel is, I think, probably the very, very best car that you can buy. Now, the X530d starts at around £79,000 at time of filming. This particular car is an M Sport as well. We just need to take a little bit of a walk and talk around this because it is just, I think, the daddy. It is the car in the BMW lineup which can do absolutely everything. Now we'll start down the front end. Now the X5 has actually been with us in this sort of guise for quite a few years now, but I still think it looks so fresh. You've got these almost snake eye daytime running lights on here which marry in really nicely to the air curtain along here, and these huge big intakes down here. It is a really, really, I think, handsome looking car at the front. You've got the big kidney grills, which actually when they first came out, everybody said, oh, they're massive, but they actually look a little bit small now compared to some of the other models that have come out. They're finished in this almost matte or satin black as well, which is really, really nice, ties in really well with the rest of the car. This particular car is black on black on black on black, so it is literally as monochrome as you can possibly get, but I think it suits this car really, really well. We've also got the large optional alloy wheels on this particular car as well, with the big red brake calipers on there too, which I think look really, really great. These are 22-inch alloy wheels and they look really, really cool. Moving along the side, we've got this design cue here, which, I mean, it isn't a vent, but it looks like a vent, but it just adds a little bit along the side. You've also got the swage line again, which runs the whole way along, and on the X5 actually juts up and through the rear door handle. Of course, we've got the Hofmeister kink on here too. Again, these wheels I think look really good and really set this car off. Around the rear, it is traditional BMW X5 SUV. We've got these split LED lights on here, which I think look really, really cool and give it a load of road presence, especially at night. They wrap all the way around the side as well and give it a really cool presence. We've got two big exhaust pipes on there, and they are real. I mean, you can see the pipe in there. You've got a diffuser on the rear too, and well, we need to touch on one of the coolest things about the X5, the split folding electronic tailgate. Press this button down here and it splits open as well to show an absolutely enormous boot in here. And also something that's actually really cool on the X5 is the parcel shelf here is electric, and there's a little button down here which can roll it up and put it into the floor. How cool is that? What an awesome little option that you can do, and it folds away neatly. Of course, you can drop the rear seats as well, which make it even bigger. Let's press this again and watch it come back up, because it's just a really cool thing to see. Now, in some of these cars as well, you can get the access buttons as well, which drops the rear of the car. This particular car doesn't have it, but it is really nice to have this split folding tailgate on there. And you don't actually need to pull it back up, because when you press the button up here, it folds both of them in, which is such a cool thing. I mean, the X5 just does absolutely everything. let's go and take a look inside now. We'll start in the rear here, because there is just acres and acres and acres of space back here. Absolutely loads of space. You've also got this little charging port here, and you can put a coat hanger in here too. On the back of the seats, you've got heated seats in the rear of this particular car as well, which is really cool. In the center here, you can pull this down and you've got a little armrest in here where you can put stuff, and then cup holders. Really rather cool. But really, the place to be is in the driver's seat. Let's jump in here and show you how luxurious and fantastic these things are. Now, we've got fantastic dashboard in here with this wood effect in this particular car. It is really lovely to see this lovely glossy wood finish on here. We've got the latest version of BMW's operating system in the center here, running both wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I mean, I don't know where to start. Firstly, we need to start with the quality. The fit, finish and feel of everything in here is just exceptional. It feels very plush, very expensive in here, and so it should. And it feels just, yeah, really, really lovely. Fantastic place to sit. Right hand side here, all your window controls, of course. Your memory buttons for your electric seats are on here as well. Now, you can get these cars with massage seats, which would be this button here, but this particular car doesn't have it. You then have the light controls down here on the dashboard. You can also open and close your boot from this button here. Up on the steering wheel, you've got your media controls this side, so for your volume and so on. Left hand side is all your driving aids, so your cruise control, your speed limiter, and so on. Up in the center, we've got this fabulous display, really crisp, really lovely. Moving around to the middle, there are no air conditioning controls on here. It's all controlled via the touchscreen. So all you need to do is press this little fan button, turn it on, and then it's all controlled on here. Super easy. I know it's not physical buttons, and I know that's a big talking point at the minute, but trust me, it doesn't take long to get used to this at all. Let's take it off auto because it's just going to be really quite loud. But yeah, this all is really easy to use. Of course, if you've just seen it is a touchscreen. However, you can also use the iDrive controller. Now, these are starting to disappear from models, and it actually has the crafted clarity in this particular car as well, which is this almost crystal effect across the start stop button, the drive select button, and the iDrive controller. Really, really lovely. Up in here, there is a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders with heated and cooled options in there as well, which is a really cool thing. And then you've got these little toggles here which you can use to control the vents. X5 designation across here as well. It is a superb place to sit. We've got a fabulous panoramic sunroof above me as well, which does open. This car has got the comfort seats in as well, which are, well, I say comfort seats, they're very, very comfortable. I mean, it kind of goes without saying. Down in the center, you've got your Sport, Comfort, Eco Pro, your hill descent, your auto hold as well, your traction control, and your parking button here, so you can park assist. But yeah, it is a superb place to sit, and I think, let's answer the question we had at the start, diesel. I think it makes so much sense if you're doing long distance journeys. It's not going to be for everybody, but it makes a whole lot of sense. As I say, there is a great selection of fully electric and hybrid vehicles as well. But if you really need a long distance cruiser, I think there's not really anything better than the X5 diesel. Now, of course, I'm going to try and grab one of these to drive, because actually I don't think I've ever actually driven a 30D X5, so it'd be really cool to bring you along for that. But if you want any more information on the new BMW X5 or any BMW for that matter, please use the link in the description of this video to get in contact with your local Sytner BMW retailer. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.